Should we grab it at the same time?
Hello.
Hello?
I need to get my class. Okay. Yeah. Hello.
Okay.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello.
Finally could get my microphone to work.
What?
I finally could get my microphone to work.
Your microphone?
Yeah.
Oh, nice job.
And my stop video, I think it's because I used a bit too much background.
Yeah, I can see. Like every time your face is like covered. I don't know why your computer does that.
I got new backgrounds. Should I show you
Yes.
this? Obviously. I added the last row by myself.
Nice.
That's all.
Wow. This one, what is that one? What was that one?
The last one,
Yeah,
a rabbit.
a rabbit. I thought it was a mouse at first. Hi, Nina. Someone was good at piano. That was good. Hi, Emma.
That was Ben.
I feel like my microphone was not working earlier.
Really, why?
Background.
Ah, yes.
It just said default earlier.
Oh, yeah. Nina, I really liked yours and Benjamin's homework. And Benjamin's pretty good at piano. Hi, guys.
I'm going to pass on the message.
Okay, that's good. So right now it's 2, and we'll just wait like usual to about 2:05 for everyone else to come on. So how is everybody? Has your school gone out yet?
My school ends next week.
I need to go and do my tennis class
Ooh, my
later.
school ended like 2 days ago on Thursday. That was nice.
I still have school.
Nice. But before school, we had finals week, and they were like, we have a lot of tests. That was terrible. Okay, Benjamin, that's good. Does Nina have to?
My microphone does not really. Oh, microphone has changed to capture AC interface and well,
你说不要看视频，一看视频就吃的很大。
So Nina, you don't have to leave? Okay, that's
I
good.
don't.
Okay. Hi, Victor. Hi, Elena. Has your school let out yet?
No.
Not yet. That's nice. Where do you guys live anyways? I know a lot of you guys live in California. Cool. Nice. Who else lives in California? Nice. I live in Colorado, so like I'm right in the middle in the United States. So many people live in California. How was California? Oh my God. Like 5 people live in California. Are you okay? So Nina and Benjamin, Emma and Eva, and so everyone except me lives in California? Oh, wow. Oh, Hannah's here. Hi, Hannah.
Me and Eva both live in San Jose.
You guys both live in San Jose? Oh, wow. Hi, Hannah. So that's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people. I have no idea where these cities are, but they're in California. So we have 7 people here. So I think we can just start right now. So I want to tell you guys about, since I just found out that today is our second to last class. That means we have 1 more class next week. And since we only have 2 more classes left, including this one, we're gonna have a final, like junior high. But it's not like a test you have to take. And it's pretty simple. I'm giving you guys the freedom to do whatever you want in this final. And I posted a rubric about like minutes ago in the homework. And if you guys have any questions, I can answer them. And so today will be more of like a chillax day. I feel like I'll tell you guys and I'll explain to you guys the final and the homework. And you can either start doing like preparing for your final, making a draft or whatever, or we can play Book It for the rest of the time so you guys can review everything. So today's not too hard, but I didn't make any slides and we're not going to be learning anything today.
So we're playing like for a whole hour?
No, not a full hour. Probably just like 30 minutes. And like I'll designate a specific time for you guys to start doing your final, and then the rest of the time we can do Book It. So it's gonna be pretty easy, but not the whole time. That'd be not good. So I'll share my screen and I'll show you the rubric so you guys have the basic idea of what to do. Okay. Can you guys see Google Classroom?
Yeah.
Okay. So basically, this is our homework. This week's final will be this week's homework will be our final for this class. And as I said, this will be our second to last class, so I changed our plans a bit. So this week we'll do our homework, right? Finals. And then the next week, since I've already graded all your finals, I like to make you guys look at it again, look what mistakes you did, and try to find out what you can do better. So next week will be more like a mechanics day, I would say. So yeah, and I think the last week we won't have homework. And that'll be our plan for next week's class. For this week, for our final, these are basically the instructions. I'm giving you the freedom to like write basically whatever you want. So for 1, choose any kind of genre, fantasy, adventure, report, argument, etc. You can choose to write a story. You can choose to write like a report about like whatever you want. I'm giving you entirely freedom. Choose your own stance. Happy, sad, angry, unless you chose report, argument, or proposal, right? Those are like those like type of passages you would see in a magazine, like informational passages. So if you chose either these three are genres, your stance will basically be like serious or like passionate. Just like don't make it like funny, you know? And your medium will always be online, so it'll be a doc, so you can turn it into Google Classroom. And when you start writing, I would like you guys to put whatever genre and whatever stance your final is at the very top of your page. And I want you to have fun with this. Like, don't make it too like edgy or like serious. Like, if you want to write a story, it doesn't have to be realistic. Just, do whatever your heart's desire. And so I posted an example, basically. And I wrote this. Oh, Emma's here. Is that? Oh, well. And so basically, this is what I wrote. And I wrote about global warming. So basically my genre, I picked a genre that would be report genre, right? And my stance would be serious. And I wrote this entire thing, like whatever. And basically in every single one of your guys' final, I want you guys to have an introduction. Like, what are you going to write about? If you're doing a story, you put introduction to introducing the characters, setting the plot, like like it was a rainy day, footsteps stopped in the puddles all around. And like there was a blonde girl, you know, she was running around. That could be your introduction for a story. And for a report genre, it could be like this. So global warming, I chose a role about global warming. Global warming is an impending obstacle on Earth. The world has suffered because of the increasing number of disasters and deaths. Global warming is a problem that affects many and needs to be solved. That's a pretty good introduction, right? You know what we're talking about right now, and we're probably, and based on the introduction I wrote, you probably, the reader, you will probably know that I'll like say about like the problems global warming has. And so basically I wrote 3 like little paragraphs. And I wrote this for school, so I thought it'd be great for our class. And including an introduction and 3 details if you're doing a report genre. If you're doing a story, on the other hand, then it can be how many paragraphs you want, but I wouldn't make it like more than like 5 pages. But yeah. And in the story, you can have as many paragraphs as you want. And in every single one of yours, I want an introduction and conclusion. So this is my conclusion. So a conclusion basically wants you to wrap everything up. Like if you said anything or any details in your essay, I want you to basically like, you know, summarize them in your conclusion. So my conclusion is, with global warming rising, citizens must change their lifestyles. Citizens need to be more cautious of their choices in everyday life. Otherwise, the results of global warming could be devastating to Earth. I mean, like, it basically wraps up the fact that I've been trying to tell this entire, sorry. My Wi-Fi is wonky today. Okay. So basically, this conclusion wraps up everything. And like, basically what I've been trying to say this entire essay is that global warming is bad for the Earth and the effects of it. And this, my conclusion states that we need to change our life choices, because global warming is affecting them. Otherwise, the results of global warming could be devastating to Earth. Pretty good conclusion, right? So this is basically will be 100 for me. And yeah, this is an example that could help you. And I also created a rubric for you guys to follow, and I want you guys to follow it. So basically, for narrative and transitions, this includes this entire criterion includes dialogue, characters, details, transition words. Like transition words are basically like then, first, second, last, whatever. Like they move the story on, like first, second, third, fourth, maybe. So if you want 5 points for narrative and transitions, basically this is what you like. I want the writing to be smooth. It flows nicely. You can literally like follow it like in any paragraph. And dialogue and characters are like really easy to understand. And this is all depending on the genre. And I have 3 categories. One is mastery, proficient, and basic. And each of them are worth different points. 5 points for mastery, 4 points for proficient, and 3 points for basic. Nice piano playing. Anyways, and for mechanics is basically like grammar, spelling, punctuation, anything that involves like spelling or whatever. Mastery is basically spelling, grammar, and punctuation all reflect careful editing on behalf of the writer. That means like all your grammar is correct. There's no incorrect spellings. There's no like wrong punctuation. And your sentences are fluent and polished in every way. Proficient is just like correct spelling and punctuation, but it doesn't include the fluency, okay? And basic is just like you didn't do anything. And I also added a separate criterion for introduction and conclusion. Basically, if you're doing an introduction in like report genre, right? You're gonna say like the thesis outlines 3 details that will make up the body paragraphs of the essay. That would be for like a report genre, an argument genre, or a proposal genre. That's different for if you do like a fantasy genre. And if it's like a fantasy genre, your introduction must include the characters or set the plot or something like that. And your proficient introduction will be like, it's like not polished, it's jumbled and confused, and basically means like you didn't. So basically the conclusion basically mirrors the introduction, except that it's an introduction stuff. For a conclusion, it has to be like, the conclusion must wrap up the entire story, and the conclusion gives a fresh take on the story without introducing new information, and leaves the story with an ending that perfectly closes the plot. It wraps up everything nicely and leaves readers understanding what they just read, right? If you just like do the conclusion and it's like very choppy and it's like really basic, and the readers still don't know what they're reading, then that's gonna be pretty bad. Don't worry, Emma. So basically you can, in your own time, you can just read everything in the rubric and you can start doing your final. So this final is basically like, it basically weighs the same as other homework. So it's not that bad, but I really want everyone to do it, since in the past few weeks, a lot of people haven't been doing their homework, but that's all right. Because as long as you don't do your homework, but you know what the material is about, like you understand completely, then if you don't do your homework, that is fine, absolutely fine, right? But if you do your homework and you understand it, that's even better. But if you don't understand the material and you don't do the homework, then I would really like you to like review everything we learned, like try to get everything like sorted out, ask questions if you need to. But this final is absolutely required, okay? And I would really like you to do it and I can't force you to do this final. And the next class is going to be focused on all about the final. So if you didn't do the final, then you're gonna be left out. And I really want you guys to learn from this opportunity to get better. Okay. So just do this final, okay? And I think, and I gave you a dog. Okay, that's good. And I forgot about and stuff, okay? So if you're doing like a fantasy genre or like whatever genre about doing a story, then you can do whatever your font is, but the size must be a 12 or a 13. So I'll just post that since I forgot to. So if you're doing a story genre, you can choose any font, but the size of the font must be 12 or 13. But that's different if you're doing like a report genre or an argument genre or proposal, whatever. So those are like informational genres, right? They are formal writing, and that's different from informal writing, which is the story. So for the genres, argument, proposal, and report, your font must be Times New Roman 12 or 13. So a bit different than story genre, but as you know, story genres are informal, right? And argument, proposal, and report are all formal writing. So in formal writing, usually we use Times New Roman, Merriweather, or whatever. We don't usually use like those crazy fonts, you know? But for story genre, you can choose any, oh, right. You can choose any font, but font you use, like I actually have to read it. Like if it's like some crazy font that it's like the letters are weird and I can barely read it, I'll probably mark you down for it because I can't really read it. So the font you use has to be understandable and readable, right? Has to be readable. And that's about the fonts. Okay. And I'll post that. But basically this is, sorry, my Wi-Fi is so weird today. So basically that's the basic gist of this. And I really want you guys to do this, as I said. And for the next class, as I said, it's going to be reviewed, right? So if you don't do the final, You're not going to be able to do the review, and you're not going to be able to learn anything. So I really want you guys to pay attention and do it. And since I want all of you to do the final, I'd like to designate a short, like about 10 to 15 minutes or 10 to 20 minutes for you guys trying to draft your final and stuff to get ready. Since I know if I leave you guys, most of you are like, oh, I don't need to do this. But wait, Eva, what do you mean? Am I allowed to do lobster? Could you explain what lobster is? I have no idea what lobster is. Let me check. I don't know what lobster is, actually. I mean, if you can read it, then probably. Let me see. So lobster. This one? Yeah, you guys can do lobster. That's okay. And Victor, you can write anything. But you just have to tell me what genre you chose, basically. And that's basically it. So it's about 2:20. So I'll wait until 2:35 for you guys to basically draft out your final and to look at the rubric more carefully. And yeah, and you can use any type of dictionary or Wikipedia. Probably not use Wikipedia if you're doing report, but you can probably use a dictionary, and you can also summarize something as well. You can also summarize. And I guess for the next about 15 minutes, you guys can start drafting your final so you can get a head start on it. So, and please, you guys must turn this in. So I'll set up a 15-minute timer and you guys can start. Okay. Okay, that's 14 minutes. There we go. Oh, and Victor, writing about 2 pages isn't required, but it'll be good if you write 2 pages. And Emma, if you're gonna write facts about the animal or how to save the animal from extinction, that would probably be a report. But if you're just writing a story about the animal, it's adventure. It probably would be adventure fantasy or something. But yeah. So I'll leave you guys to do that. And I have to, oh, my brother, sorry. Oh yeah, Victor, you can do a report. Okay, I'll stop my screen share and I'll tell you when I'll give you like timestamp. And if you guys have any questions, you can just post them on Google Classroom or like email me or something.
Okay.
Thank you. Oh, 9 minutes left. About 5 minutes left. That's basically our total final. And I hope you use that time to actually work on your final. And I hope you guys have a lot of fun making your final. And so I'll give you two options. One of them is to like review and play a little bit of Book It for about 20 minutes. And then the other one is to do a bit more of your final. So, and I don't really care which one you choose. You either like you join the Book It or you don't. Like if you don't join the Book It, you're probably working on your final, and I understand. So I'll put Book It up. And if there's like one or two people in Book It, we'll just probably go to the final.
Wait, but is Rocket working now?
Hopefully, but if we don't do Book It, I have a quizzes. So if you guys, I'm pretty sure Book It works.
Yeah.
Yep, it works. Okay, wait, let me share my screen. And let's go. Okay. Which game mode?
Can we do Gold Quest?
Gold Quest?
Yeah.
No, Gold Quest is bad. I think Gold Quest is bad.
I've never played Gold Quest,
Can we do
actually.
Detective Dinos? Because I never did it before.
Deceptive Dinos?
Yeah.
Oh.
So,
Crypto Hack
Deceptive Dinos or Gold Quest?
or Crypto Hack? Crypto Hack and Gold Quest is kind of like the exact same. Okay.
Oh, so you guys want to do Deceptive Dinos?
Yeah.
I've never played either, actually.
I want to see how this works.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So we'll do this in
20.
15 minutes. 15. Okay, and I think we're done. And the code is up. Okay. Okay, that's fine, Victor. I see Ben, Emma. Who's number 8?
Me.
Nina? Is that you?
Yeah, because my class number is number 8.
Nice. Mine would always be number 24, and I'll always be like at the very end of the class. Always 24. I don't know why. Oh, Ben, Emma. Huh? Got all the people who want to play? Okay, I see Ben, Emma, Evelyn, Nina, and Hannah. Elena, are you in? Oh yeah, definitely. Do you want me to mute the site or just lower them? Okay. Elena, do you want to play or are you still working on the final? Okay. Vinny, so I'm just gonna mute this. I can barely hear you guys.
Oh my gosh, my goodness.
Okay, I'll just start. I've never played this before, so this will be interesting. first, Evelyn is second, and Nina is third. And I also have to close my video for a second. Sorry. Ben's first, Eva second, and Nina is third. Ben is first, Ben is first, Elena second, and Anna second. Ben is first, Elena second, and Hannah third. Second and Eva is third. Emma's first, Elena second, and Ben's third. Emma second, and Nina third. Nice job, you guys. And good job, Elena, Beth, and Nina. Thank you guys for coming, and I really hope you guys do your final. And I know Ben has to leave right now, so bye, Ben. Thank you all for coming, and if you guys have any questions or anything, please email me or something. But thank you for coming, and you guys can leave now.
Please tell me if my writing is good so far.
Oh, okay. I will, Victor. Bye, Nina. Thank you for coming.
Bye.
Bye, Elena. Okay. Goodbye, guys.